Hello everyone, this is Robyn. Welcome to mypinkstamper.com. Today I am spotlighting the Whimsical Trees stamp set, and I'm also going to be using a variety of techniques. We're going to be using our Stampin' Cut and Emboss for die cuts, an embossing folder, a little bit of embossing, and some stamping. So we'll go ahead and jump right in and get started. I like to start with my stamping first. So we're going to be using this cute tree from the Whimsical Trees stamp set. And this is going to obviously be my traditional, every year I usually make a pink, black, and white Christmas card. And this is going to be my traditional card for this year. I'm making others as well for my family and friends, but I always like to have at least one that's pink, because it's usually my favorite. All right, so I'm using Polished Pink, which is one of our new in colors that was released late spring this past year, and I love it so much. Okay, so we're going to be just stamping on this piece of scrap basic white cardstock, and that's all the stamping on that one that I'm going to be doing. And now let's go ahead and we'll pull out the die cut machine, and I'm using our Stampin' Cut and Emboss. And if you're recreating this with me, use whatever you have. Maybe use a similar stamp set if you don't own Whimsical Trees, or use the color combination or the layout. I like to be able to inspire you to make something on your own with what you have. If you don't own these yet, if you'd like to purchase these and you're in the United States, all of these are available on my shopping page, shopmypinkstamper.com. Okay, we will go ahead and we're going to cut out this tree, and we're using the coordinating tree from the dies Christmas trees, and it coordinates with the Christmas or the Whimsical Trees stamp set. And if you order them together in a bundle right now, you can get 10% off, which is a sweet deal. Okay. I'll have the item description on the screen as well as in the description of this video and at the end, just to make it easy for you. Okay, I'm just going to run that one through, and we'll go ahead and I'm going to take, look at how cute that is. So super cute. All right, set that aside. And the next thing we're going to do is take a piece of black scrap paper, and I'm using one of our scallop circles, and this is from the Layering Circles die collection, and there's smooth circles of all sizes and scallop circles, and I'm going to run that through here. And it's a classic collection if you don't own it yet. It's a staple in my craft room. Run that through. You guys having a good day today? I hope you are. It's been rainy all week here in Utah, and today it's actually beautiful and sunny, and I love it. Okay, there's my circle. And now while I have my machine out, I'm going to grab the, I believe it's called Parisian Flourish. I don't have it in front of me. I'll have it on the screen for you. And I'm just going to switch up the plates. These are all included when you purchase the Stampin' Cut and Emboss. You get all the plates to do the specialty embossing folders and the die cuts. I'm going to grab a piece of Polished Pink cardstock, and it's cut 3 3/4 by 5 inches, and I'm just going to center it in this folder. And if you want to just step it up a bit, you can also take some of the Polished Pink ink, and you can just put it on the top part of this, and then you can put your paper in, and you get a whole different look. So there's so many different techniques you can use with our embossing folders. And I'm not going to do that one today. I just thought I'd tell you about it if you want to play around. Okay, run that through. And now I can set my machine aside. And if you've never, I know I get some of you that are newer to paper crafting, and you didn't know that you could do this, but you can make your own beautiful embossed paper. It's so gorgeous, and it's so easy to do. A lot don't realize how simple it is. All right, now we are going to use, I just pulled out our mini, it's our small grid paper, and I'm going to take this circle that we just cut out, and I'm going to grab our VERSAMARK ink pad as well as some of our white embossing powder. So the embossing powder comes in our basics collection. And we're going to stamp the sentiment. What does the sentiment say? Let your heart be light. So I'm going to put that on here using our VERSAMARK. Make sure it's not upside down. I've done that many times. Okay, and this is just going to go on the bottom of my circle. And that way, when I put the powder on, I just want it to go on the bottom. Shake it, flick it, and then it looks like this. I'm going to clean up as I go. I'd like you to pretend that you're in my craft room with me and we're crafting together. It's my favorite thing to do with my friends, and you're my friend. You are my friend, my crafty friend. All right, so let's go ahead and emboss this using the heat tool. This is the Stampin' Up! Heat tool. If you've never heat embossed, I recommend giving it a try. It's so therapeutic and it's so awesome. I love it. You can't do this with a heat tool or with a hair dryer. I get that question asked every single time I show an embossed project. Yeah, your hair dryer doesn't get hot enough. Okay, so we have that. Now we can start assembling this is actually a pretty simple card. There's not very many steps, but I thought I'd add some fun techniques for the steps. This is our thick basic white cardstock. It's 5.5 by 8.5 inches. And I'm just going to fold it in half, and I've scored it at 4 1/4 with my paper trimmer just to get a nice and tight crease. Now I'm going to take a strip of basic black cardstock, and it's 3/4 inch by 4 1/4. And I want this to go from side to side. I'm using our Stampin' Seal. I want this to go from side to side, probably around right here. You're really just going to see the edges of this. And now we're going to add embossing our adhesive to all 4 sides of your embossed cardstock, and a little in the middle maybe. And then we're going to put this on here. Measure this when you're placing it down so it's even on all 4 sides. You have the even amount of border. Okay, now we are going to take our cute little tree, and I'm going to add a Stampin' dimensional to the back. Just one will be fine. And throw this in my garbage, not on the floor. I'm just reminding myself, not on the floor, just in the garbage. And I'm going to put this right here. I'm going to turn this over, and I'm going to add some more of the dimensionals. These just raise your image up, and they have adhesive on both sides, which is super nice. You don't have to add anything. And then we're going to put this right here, so it's kind of even with the black piece behind it. And then I'm going to finish it up. I've got to finish it up with a little bit of a bling. So I'm going to be adding, these are our basic rhinestones. So I'm going to grab one and just put it at the very top. If you wanted to, you could decorate the whole tree. And there, sorry, I have a little something right there. And there is our finished card for today's tutorial. I hope you enjoyed it. If you like what you saw, give me a thumbs up and leave a comment below. I love to hear from you. Don't forget to subscribe if you're not a subscriber yet. And you can always find me, more of my tutorials and weekly giveaways on my website, mypinkstamper.com. Have a wonderful day. I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.